Hey, thought I'd do a little Ninja Warriors Once Again gameplay today. It's not like I stopped playing this game. It's more that I just haven't been playing it, um, like on stream and things like that. It's the Switch version, so it kind of comes with the side effect of me playing it a lot when I'm out of the house or watching streams or uploading videos for the channel and not wanting to kind of impact my bandwidth or anything. I actually did one CC this game off camera, offline a couple days ago, actually last week. So I thought I would show a little bit of my progress there. It's also a pretty self-explanatory game too. I mean, once someone puts up the move sets and everything, there's not really a whole lot else to say about it really. So I'm ranked 21st with Kamaitachi, but I also continued that playthrough over like 2 or 3 separate days through sleep mode. So I don't know if that actually it actually takes that into account or not. Quite a few 1cc's with Kamaitachi. A lot more with Ninja. Like over triple. About a similar amount with Kunoichi. Yaksha's got probably the lowest amount so far. Yaksha kind of struggles from having two of the bosses be the big Arnold guys, and her whole core mechanic doesn't work on them. It's not like they're impossible to beat, but with her, it feels like she has very few like reliable options. So I imagine a lot of people are getting stuck on those fights. And Raiden has the least by far. He just looks way too slow for me. So I'm gonna play through a couple levels here. So you only get to submit your score if you won CC the game, so that's why the leaderboard looks so barren. Obviously more than like 50 people bought the game, but it's pretty much those same 50 people that are actually able to have a submittable time on the leaderboards. I don't know if the leaderboards are going to be unified or not when the game comes out in English in about a week. One thing that made this game easier for me is like even when you do get hit, a lot of times there are gaps in their strings, kind of like a 3D fighter. So if you're holding the block button down, normally you can block like the final part of their combo and not only prevent damage, but prevent yourself from getting knocked down and losing your super meter. So apparently on the PS4 version, there's something called SharePlay, which I guess is something I was not made aware of or didn't really know about, where you can play offline games online with people. I actually want to try to do that on PS4 at some point. So you may remember when I first streamed this game, I was getting frustrated with this guy. It turns out the secret to beating him is to just finish your combo. Like when you get to the end of a combo finisher, he will actually stagger. And also the block. He will always stand there for a few seconds after he finishes a combo. The only thing that's kind of BS about him now is that he has like an unreactable grab. It's also unblockable. The back quills actually do pretty significant damage to him too. So on the level 6 version of him, the two big Arnolds, and they're like palette swapped with the helmet. Basically, you want to try to group them up and just get to the end of your combo because both of them will stagger. And sometimes you can do that multiple times. I don't think the quills actually hit both of them at the same time, but if you actually block, they do have some new moves. It's actually not too bad, at least with this character. It would be really easy if his S string was like how it was in the SNES game. It was a lot faster in that game. They made it slower in this one. This is like one of the most chill beat-em-up tracks of all time. It's the track I remember the most when I played this game as a kid. The remixes, for what it's worth, are actually pretty good, but seeing as I grew up with this game, I have nostalgia for the original soundtrack, so I mostly play with that on. They also have the original Ninja Warriors music in this as well, but that's kind of limited by the fact that there's no boss theme in that game, and there's only 5 tracks in general. So it starts to get a little bit repetitive. I actually played this a little bit on arcade stick. It's actually very satisfying. Well, that's actually bad. I normally use a blaster here. But go ahead and wait then, wait for it to come back. Saves a lot of time if you have a blaster ready here. And I lost it again as I'm not paying attention. That's pretty much the max damage combo I found with him. Just back throw into blaster. So the air spin attack is actually not only good for your combos, it's actually kind of can reposition yourself. Like if you throw one enemy, you're not able to group them all up. You can use the spin attack to basically cancel into a normal jump attack on the way down as you're descending, and that will allow you to start a combo on someone else. You can kind of control the crowd that way. Ideally, you want them all on one side, and then you do the throw into the quills, because that does a lot of damage, but depending on the situation, it's not always easy to do that. It's another good track. The only thing I really dislike about this game, after I've played through it numerous times, is that they changed the final boss. Basically, Bangler, he has like a much smaller hurt box, but they made him take less damage. Like, it takes less damage to beat him, but it can be really annoying, especially with this character. Like, he doesn't really have a throw that can just hit him directly. Basically, you have to back throw, and you have to have pretty good spacing. In the original game, I don't really recall you needing to do that because his hitbox was a lot larger. So, I think that's probably Kamaitachi's worst matchup, is that fight. They don't really have any good tools to hit him consistently. But once you get used to the spacing, you can definitely kind of get it on reflex, pretty much. It got me from the back. GG. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. Generally, the biggest roadblock for me and 1cc in this game is level 5, because the boss there, the ninja guy, he's always been difficult, and it feels like he's more difficult in this one. Once I get past that, generally it's pretty smooth sailing. So I just thought I'd show a little gameplay. I'm sorry I haven't really featured this that much on the channel. It's a pretty self-explanatory game. Obviously, I've had a lot of computer problems this past week as well, ever since the mandatory Windows update. So I'm trying to make sure I can get good lossless, lagless recordings before I really do too much else with it. But once I get that fixed, whether that's by rolling back my Windows or XSplit actually fixing their program, which my friend said he's actually experiencing some similar issues to mine as well, then I'll definitely look into doing some commentated 1cc attempts. I think people would actually like to see that kind of thing for the game, and I will try to do that before the international version comes out. Hopefully I'll have my PC fixed by then. I'm sure there'll be a lot more people asking questions once the game's available in English, but I just went ahead and imported this because there's not really anything to read in the game at all, and even then it's in full English already. So I'll try to get the physical version as well and see if there's any cool differences or goodies or things like that. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.